Good morning, Marines. Oh my God, that sounded so good. You guys have no idea how excited that I am to be here with you. I have actually been out of the Marine Corps for 25 years. Right? I have been out of the Marine Corps for 10% of the time that it has existed. I just decided I am old now. But thank you for letting me come. Thanks for letting me support the ball. I am the CEO of VetComm, and I could tell you I didn't get to finish being a Marine. I got very injured, both physically and emotionally. I've had my heart just absolutely broken, and I think that's what led me to become the CEO of VetComm. We have helped 21,000 veterans receive almost $8 billion in lifetime income, and that is us carrying the mission forward. That is your job when you get out. You don't get to get out of the Marine Corps and just leave all your coolness and all your badassery on this side of the gate. You have to take it out with you on the other side. You can never let what happens to you here stop you. You can never let any trauma that you had in the Corps, because you have, because I know, because I help veterans every single day. So there's people that are standing here today that have broken hearts and broken limbs, and you have TBIs and migraines and you have PTSD, and there's things that are going on with you, but you're going to be okay because you're a Marine. Okay? It's the most outstanding thing that you will ever do. I'm going to read this. I never read speeches. Never. I love to just give a speech. But I prayed on this and I thought about it. And these are all things I feel like you guys need to hear on this 250th birthday. So can you give me a couple minutes? Would that be okay? Thank you. So 250 years, a quarter of a millennium of courage, grit, and unstoppable willpower. From Tun Tavern to Tarawa, from the jungles of Vietnam to the sands of Fallujah. From the frozen Chosin to the deserts of Helmand, the United States Marine Corps has carried this nation through every single storm, and we will continue to do so. And here today, on this hallowed ground of Camp Pendleton, we stand as living proof that that legacy continues alive, unbroken, unyielding. When we say once a Marine, always a Marine, we mean it. It is not just a slogan, it is a sacred truth. Hoorah! Every Marine who came before you, from the first muster at Tun Tavern to the Marines deployed around the world, they live inside you. Their courage flows through your veins. Their stories live in your discipline. Their strength breathes through your service. The world sees the Marine Corps as the tip of the spear. And you know what? They're right. You're right. But we know what makes that spear unbreakable. It's our honor, our courage, and our commitment, and the unshakable belief that when the fight comes, we go first. First in, last out. When I joined the Corps, I thought I understood toughness. I really did. Isn't that cute? Then I met the real kind, the kind you only find in the Marine Corps. You know, toughness isn't about swagger. It is not about how loud you are. It's about who still stands when everything falls apart. The Corps will tear you down to your foundation and rebuild you. Stronger, faster, disciplined, unstoppable. That spirit, that discipline, that drives becomes part of who you are forever, on this side of the gate and beyond. When I left the Marine Corps, I was injured, very injured, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I felt broken, truly, like a toy that had been through war that, quite frankly, wasn't worth fixing. My body hurt, my heart hurt, and for a while I thought, you know what, maybe the world has just moved on without me. There were nights if I wondered if the fight was still in me. But the Marine Corps, it had planted something deep in all of us. Grit, resilience, and resolve. Even when I was down, that voice inside me, the one we all have, whispered, get up, keep fighting, because Marines don't quit. And through that struggle, I learned that our greatest battles don't always happen in combat. Sometimes they happen in quiet moments when no one is watching, and it's just you and your will to rise again. Even though I was hurt deeply, even though my heart was broken, you know what? I do it again. I do every bit of it again, because those battles made me who I am today, and they led me right here to this moment, standing here before you, a Marine who refused to give up. The Marine Corps isn't just a chapter in your life. It's not. It's the foundation of the life that you're going to build after service. Maybe one day, like me, you'll become a CEO. Maybe you'll write your own books, produce films. Maybe you'll run for Congress. Maybe you'll help 21,000 veterans find their way home. Maybe you'll raise a family, lead a company, build a movement. Maybe you'll change the course of a nation. You can do anything, you guys. You can do anything because you're cut apart from the rest. You're special. You guys are meant for greatness. Every single one of you is meant for something amazing. When you're stacked against your peers out in the civilian world, guess what, guys? You're going to stand out. You're going to be the one who knows how to lead, how to adapt, how to overcome, how to fight, and how to win, because Marines are not built for average. We're built for impact. Hoorah! I love the sound of a good hoorah. I cannot tell you. The Marine Corps is not your launch pad. The Marine Corps is your launch pad, sorry. Of course it is. A foundation of discipline, honor, and confidence that will hold you steady no matter how high you climb. One day you're going to take off the uniform. I know it sounds crazy right now, right? But one day you're going to do it. And when that day comes, remember this: your mission never ends. It just evolves. On active duty, your mission is to defend this great nation. But when you take off the uniform, your mission becomes to strengthen the nation. This world needs Marines more right now than ever, not just on battlefields, but in boardrooms, in classrooms, and communities. We need your integrity, your moral compass, your strength. We need Marines leading companies like me. Come and ask me how to do it. You can do it too. Mentoring the next generation, building churches, fighting for justice, and standing up for those who can't. And standing up for those who can't, I want to pause on this for a second. There are those of you that need other of you to stand up for them. And you know how I know this? Because when I was in the Marine Corps, a lot of horrible things happened to me. And only one man stood up for me, my master sergeant. And when he was getting out of the service, he came to me and he said, "Kate, I got to get you out of the service because you're not safe." And he got me out of the service. A year ago, he reached out to me, feeling very desperate. And I think you know what I mean. Feeling very desperate and alone and drowning. We got him rated. I just flew him here and reignited purpose into his life. You have to take care of your brothers and sisters, guys. It's very, very important. Because leadership isn't something you leave behind. It's who you are. You are leaders. I'm almost done, I promise. If I could get this stupid paper apart, here we go. And as you look around this formation today, I want you to remember something else. We never leave our own behind. After service, some Marines are going to struggle. Some of you even can lose direction. You can lose hope. We lose 22 veterans a day to suicide. Thousands more are homeless or underemployed. That's not okay. It's not. That's why I founded VetComm, to make sure Marines always have cover and protection long after the war ends. We go out, we find our brothers and sisters where they are, however they are, and we bring them home. Because that's what Marines do. We never stop fighting for each other. 250 years ago, on this day, the Marine Corps was born in a bar of all places, hoorah. A handful of men who said, "I'll go." They raised their hand and said, "I will go for the country." They had no idea that they were starting something eternal. And here you are, the modern heirs of that legacy. So 50 years from now, when the Corps turns 300, another Marine will stand right here, and they're going to tell your stories. And what are they going to say about you? Are they going to say that you carried the flag higher? That you led with honor, courage, and commitment? That you embodied what it means to be a Marine? You know what? I believe that they will. Because standing here, I can see it on your faces. The fire, the focus, the faith, the same spirit that has kept this Corps unbreakable for 250 years. I've been in your boots. I felt that exhaustion, the doubt, the questions of what is going to come next. But I've also felt the power of what's inside every Marine. That unstoppable fire that doesn't fade with time. It only burns hotter. You can rebuild your life. You can create purpose from pain. You can find joy and leadership and a legacy after the Corps. Because Marines, the good news is we don't fade away. We just evolve. And in closing, today, on this historic 250th birthday of the United States Marine Corps, stand tall. Be proud of what you've done, but even prouder of what's still to come. Your story doesn't end with service. It only begins here. The Marine Corps gave you the tools, the strength, the mindset, the foundation, a life meant to be lived without limits. Hoorah! Through pain, through struggle, through heartbreak, you rise because that's who you are. The uniform may one day come off. But the title, Marine, that goes on forever. Semper Fidelis, and happy 250th birthday, Marines!